blend of the Brazilian coca leaf and the African cola nut and other exotic things. It was this secret formula which Coke's inventor, John Pemberton, claimed could sharpen the intellect, cure hysteria, depression, and even impotence. According to the Coca-Cola Company, this secret is locked away in a vault in the Trust Company Bank here in Atlanta, and only the most senior directors can look at it. And these keepers of the secret of the real thing, of course, can't fly on the same aircraft together. And of course, it's not quite as silly as it sounds. What it's all meant to say is that Coca-Cola was created perfect in a mysterious way. Then it grew up to be clean and wholesome. Forget the phosphoric acid and the sugar and the caffeine. And its guiding light has always been truth in advertising. Now, what does all that sound like? You're right, a religion. A religion complete with creation myth, a set of consecrating values, and a gospel. Now think how popular God would have been if only his image people had thought of a slogan like, "It's the real thing." He might even have been as popular as Coca-Cola.
Fish is the name. You know, I enjoy watching TV just like you do. And I know this, TV's even more fun with a bottle of Coke in hand. There's nothing like the flavor of ice-cold Coca-Cola.
The real power of Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola is here in Washington and in the White House itself. There have been Coca-Cola presidents and Pepsi-Cola presidents. That is to say, each company has in turn exercised often considerable influence over the president and the affairs of state. From Franklin D. Roosevelt to Harry Truman, John Kennedy, Lyndon Johnson, and Jimmy Carter. Only Democratic presidents have been the patrons of Coca-Cola, with the notable exception of Dwight Eisenhower. President Johnson had a button on his desk which gushed Coca-Cola. Of course, the most famous Pepsi-Cola president was Richard Nixon. This is Nixon drinking Coca-Cola, a rare sight indeed. For Nixon owed much of his career to Pepsi, and Pepsi owed much to him. When as vice president he went to Moscow for a trade fair in 1959, he was taken aside by a Pepsi super salesman called Donald Kendall, who told him, "My one purpose is to get a bottle of Pepsi into the hands of Khrushchev." Nixon replied, "Don't worry, I'll do it." And during the famous kitchen debate that followed, an extraordinary relationship was joined between Nixon and Pepsi